That picture's hilarious, man.
Thanks.
People use that for everything.
I know.
The one where you're like, "Wah."
It's the only one I have.
Wait, I thought we got rid of that.
Well, I guess it's back for today's broadcast.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Well, we're back on the webcam, guys, for you guys, and this is going to be the first match of the night. We've got Reigns Kiwikaki versus Liquid Sheth. Very excited to bring this to you guys, and this will be the first game of a best of 9 where Sheth can win another $500, and really the biggest prize of all is being able to stay on Fight Club, and Kiwikaki can win $700 and then take the crown from Sheth.
Indeed. So we got Kiwikaki spawning in the bottom left-hand corner as our yellow Protoss map is going to be Shakura's Plateau as our first battlefield for this best of 9.
Yep.
And in the top right-hand corner, we got our red Zerg, Mr. Liquid Sheth himself. You can go ahead and scoot over towards me if you want. You're kind of...
Oh, dang, man. I'm sorry.
I know. Our webcam's all...
Actually, you should apologize to me for eating up all that real estate.
It's too close to us, man.
Camera hog.
It's too close to us. So we have no berth
But
here.
we're not used to being on the
No
camera
berth.
when we cast. We've been kind of getting relaxed during our little cast.
Indeed.
Now the webcam is back on us. We're in the spotlight again. Anyways, Kiwikaki versus Sheth, man. What do you think is going to happen here? It's Shakura's Plateau, long distance map, but certainly we could see a lot of interesting things on this map.
Yeah, absolutely. They got cross spawn as well, so wouldn't be surprised if we saw a macro game here. But you never know. Kiwikaki, the Protoss mastermind, comes up with all kinds of crazy builds, crazy strategies. You never know what he's going to throw at his opponent. He's definitely one of the guys that puts forth a lot of unique build orders that haven't really been used. He comes up with a lot of original stuff, and that's what I love about watching Kiwikaki play. And so far we have a pylon down, and it looks like Kiwikaki's actually going to go for a Nexus. Nope, he's going to go ahead and drop his Forge and a Gateway. Interesting. Well, maybe that was in response to seeing the gas and the spawning pool. There's obviously no hatchery down, so Sheth going with a very safe opener here. No quick expansion.
Almost borderline aggressive here because he's going to have the gas going pretty quickly here. A lot of times Zerg will just get the pool but not get the gas.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the fact that he got the gas here, I think to Kiwikaki is a little scary. And that's why he's leaving the probe here to check if that hatchery does go down. But the Zerglings will ward the probe away, and the hatchery will go down. But the thing here is speed is about to come up here if he gets 100 minerals. And I think that's why Kiwikaki had to open up with the Gateway and the Forge, just in case something weird was happening.
Yeah, Kiwikaki's got his first cannon going up as well.
Very weird wall, though.
Yeah, it is a really weird wall.
What the? There's actually a hole here.
Well, maybe he wants to leave a hole in order to get out later. A lot of players have been doing that lately. Unless you see some sort of an all-in coming, it's kind of nice. But that cannon might not come up in time. The probe could go down here, and a couple links might be able to sneak in. No, he's actually going to pull back there, and the Zealot pops out just in time to fill that hole. So
perfect timing from Kiwikaki here.
Going to be 100% safe.
Yeah, I like the timings. He absolutely left the hole out there on purpose, and he blocked it with the probe, knowing that the probe could die, but the Zealot would come out in time to replace the probe, and the cannon would warp out just in time as well. But at this point, it looks like both players are going to reset into a macro phase. Sheth is going to go for that hatchery like we saw earlier, and the only real difference here in terms of builds really is Sheth's quick gas. Certainly he's going to have a lot of map control with that fast speed.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to hold on to map control for a little while. It looks like Kiwikaki actually took it back for a second with those 2 Zealots. I actually like that. Use the first 2 Zealots, go out, take map control back, grab the Xel'Nagas.
Yeah.
His Nexus is up now, Cybernetics core going up. That probe still out on the map for Kiwikaki, trying to possibly put up a pylon somewhere, but that will get hunted down by those Speedlings. And now that the Speedlings are out, he's certainly going to be able to catch these 2 Zealots. I don't know what Kiwikaki's thinking with these 2 Zealots here. They're definitely going to get surrounded and taken out. And they're really not going to be able to accomplish anything. 3rd Zealot is there as well, and that's going to get killed too. So, I've actually been seeing this a lot from Kiwikaki. He sends out his Zealots in the early game and oftentimes loses them without doing very much damage at all. And I don't really agree with that strategy because I think the Zealots mix very well into your army later on, and especially once they get that +1, which is already on the way. They're so much more effective against Zerglings.
I think the Zealots would have been a lot more effective if, looks like the probe could go down here, but he gets a pylon up just in case. I think the Zealots would have been much better if the speed, obviously, for Sheth wasn't out on the field. And a lot of Protoss players will send out those early Zealots just to scout and just to poke and kill Zerglings and kill drones and, check for the potential third. Kiwikaki is really famous, of course, for going for the double gateway and producing a bunch of Zealots. But I guess he doesn't anticipate Sheth's really fast speed there, and speedlings are actually pretty good against Zealots.
Well, he had to know it was coming because he saw the gas, and I mean, what else?
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
7 gates here.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have a 7-gate +1 timing push here out of Kiwikaki, and Sheth taking not too early of a third, so he could be prepared for this. Roach Warren is on the way right now, but just starting.
Yeah.
And Kiwikaki is already cutting probes, it looks like.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fast speed is going to be really handy here. But he's going to need a lot of roaches too. He's going to need a combination of lings and roaches to really hold this off. It's still going to be really tough to do too. That's a lot of gateways. And the Overlord scouts it. So Sheth with the timely Overlord, that is a crucial scout.
Yeah, that's definitely a crucial scout. That's going to get in there. Sheth knows exactly what's going on now.
Yep.
He just sacrificed 2 Overlords, so he's going to be supply blocked for a little bit here. But now that he knows this is coming, he can prepare properly. We see a bunch of Zerglings on the way, roaches as well. So I think Sheth should be able to hold this off if he can get the right forces, the right combination of forces out in time to deal with this push. One problem, though, is Sheth has 0 creep tumors right now. He hasn't even started extending his creep from his main to his nat, or from his nat to his third.
I totally agree with you. He has no creep coverage at all, and that's going to make it very difficult for him to get the roaches in place and help this third isolated base. Although, it looks like he will get somewhat of a surround. The Zerglings quickly evaporate to the Zealots, though. Love the mixture from Kiwikaki, leaving some Zealots with his Stalkers to protect them. And at the same time, though, it looks like Kiwi's got to back up. Now, he's got to protect this pylon so he can warp in additional reinforcements. Look at Sheth, though, just streaming units out. I think Sheth will clean this up.
No, he will not.
The Zealots coming in there really well there.
The 7-gate reinforcement is just going to be too much for him to handle. He's definitely going to lose his third here. After one more warp-in cycle, the third will go down, and that'll put Kiwikaki in a pretty good spot.
Unless Sheth kills off that pylon, I felt like he had an opportunity to pick the pylon off. But now more Zealots arrive, and this is going to be a very tough situation for Sheth.
Wow, what a quick 7-gate there from Kiwikaki. Unreal. Just hitting at such an early timing. The pylon is going to go down, but I think the third is going to go down as well, so it's kind of an even trade. If he can hold on to the third here, but no, he's not. That's not possible. There's way too many Zealots out right now.
Quite a few units coming out of these eggs, too. Unfortunately, that is all going to die if they spawn right amongst the Zealots and the Stalkers. Yep. There goes those Zerglings, so that was a bunch of wasted money. And at this point, really, Sheth is in a position where he's stuck on 2 bases. He's got to try to keep these units cornered in and kill them all off. He can't let them go back and regroup with the main Protoss army.
Yeah, that's actually very, very important. That's a good point you bring up. Needs to kill all these units out on the field, and I don't even think he's going to be able to. These Zealots with +1 and the Zerglings not having +1 carapace yet are just dying in 2 hits. Going down immediately here. Kiwikaki might just be able to end the game with this push.
Yeah.
He's microing very well right now. He already took out the third.
Oh, the Overlord's going down too. That's going to hurt. And if
one more Overlord kill and he's supply blocked.
Yeah, and if he goes supply block, that's just going to be game. I don't think he can recover from that. And yeah, there's a supply block. He has not one Overlord coming right now, so he can't make any units at all until an Overlord clears that capacity block. And at this point, Sheth just going to have to try to defend his natural. Doesn't look like Kiwikaki's even going to try to go for the third. He wants to go for the kill right now, and he could very well do that. A couple of emergency crawlers coming up, but Sheth getting overrun by Kiwikaki 7-gate. And you know what's even more amazing to me is the fact that Sheth scouted that and got early speed, and he still couldn't hold it off.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think he's going to win the game outright here with this timing push.
I agree with you, man. This is
just cradle robbing game 1 from Sheth.
Cradle robbing?
It's a very quick, very, very, very quick game 1 win for Kiwikaki, and what a great way to start a series.
Yeah, he's doing so much damage right now. Sheth is at 58 supply, under 90, so he's almost at half the supply that Kiwikaki's at. And don't forget, Kiwikaki this whole time's been probing up. He's at 51 probes right now, so he's looking good to go into the mid game late game if we do in fact go into that kind of a scenario where it gets drawn out. But I honestly think if Kiwikaki wanted to, he could certainly end this game right now with just a big concerted effort at the natural.
Yeah, so do I. And it looks like
Is he going to do it?
Kiwikaki's
He's
going
gonna
to
do it.
finally push here.
Yeah.
Sheth going to be forced to drone up a little bit here because he's really down on drones right now. He's only at 36, so he's going to have to drone up pretty hard, and this gives Kiwikaki the ability to get his blink up, which is almost done, and then +2 is also on the way for him. So
Yeah.
he's going to be in a great spot.
Or just probe up and go beyond the Zerg capacity. There's just so many routes that Kiwikaki could take right now. And here, all roads lead to Rome, which is victory. I don't see any way that Kiwikaki's going to lose unless Sheth, miraculously... Yeah, there it is.